Hi, I'm Sonia and I help people take their power back. I am going live tonight. I want to do Q&A and hang out with you guys. So if you have questions, go ahead and leave them down below. I am in a weird place that I don't usually film, so we'll see how this goes. I'm sitting here with my dog. So yeah, I thought I would go live tonight, answer questions if anybody has any, and until people start getting on, I want to talk to you guys about perfection when manifesting. This is something that I keep noticing a pattern of people trying to hold themselves to a level of perfection that just isn't necessary when you're manifesting. It's not when you're wanting to have something different and experience something different. It is not the act of doing it perfectly that is going to manifest something different. It is you choosing to focus on something different as much as you can that will shift your 3D experience. I know that is it's hard to explain until you experience it, but it is not the act of perfection that is going to get you results. It is like, trust me, you are more than likely doing it good enough because you have to remember it is the law of assumption. And whatever you assume is true and whatever you assume is happening is what's happening. And if you are assuming that you are not doing it enough, or it's not perfect enough, or it's not working, all of that shit is manifesting. If you have been following me and have watched my videos last week, I was talking about my dog Jax, who hurt his back. This is something that has happened in the past. And so, having had past experiences with it, I had preconceived notions about how things were going to go. But in my head, as much as I could, I was focused on him being healthy and him walking, and things shifted from him not being able to walk to him walking literally overnight. It was fucking wild. But it was not the act of me perfectly telling myself that he was healthy that made him healthy. It was me doing my best and deciding it was going to work. So I see we got some people in here. If you guys have manifestation questions, go ahead and leave some comments and we'll hang out for a while. I probably have more to say on the whole doing things perfect. Hi, Moons. How are you doing? I know Moons will agree that you don't have to perfectly affirm in order to get your shit. It's when you take the pressure off of yourself and you just focus on my thoughts are I need to just focus on what I want to the best of my ability and let the rest go is when you're going to see the best results. I'm good, you. I am amazing. Jax is doing good. October went by in a blur. I had a lot of stuff going on and I honestly don't know what happened in the past 2 weeks. It's been crazy. But I am amazing and I'm excited to hang out with you guys for a little bit. That's great. It is great. It is absolutely great. Oh, it's always, to be honest, October was a good month for me. You know, October was good for me too. It was just like, it was a month of reflection for me, honestly, because Jack's hurting his back. He hurt his back the first time and had back surgery in 2019. So it was a month of me reflecting on how far I have come and how much I have grown and changed and evolved in the past like almost 5 years. So it was good. It was just like woke up today and finally just felt grounded again. Like I'm here and I'm ready to do things. You guys have any manifestation questions? Anything you want to talk about? Yes, Sonia. Yeah. It it's been such a crazy month and so much was happening and it was all been robotically affirming today. Fun stuff. This whole month was just me going, wow, old me would have never done that. Old me, like, just the difference is fucking insane. What are you affirming for, Moons? If you guys have any questions, you want to join the conversation, go ahead. Money? Money's fun. Money, money, money. And a date with an SP? Ah, oh, all the fun stuff. Is the money for the date or are these two separate? Two separate things? You could see where it could be for all together. But that's fun though. Welcome to everybody who is jumping on. If you guys have manifestation questions, leave them in the chat. Let's hang out for a little bit. Hi. I literally got nothing to talk about, so what do you guys want to talk about? I went live this morning and no one hopped on, so I just babbled for a little bit and hopped off and was like, I'll go live tonight again. But overall, I'm working on more on my self-concept. Self-concept, yes. You're just working on a little bit of everything, and that's fun. Where are you going, sir? I actually enjoy it. Yeah, I've noticed that shift too, where manifesting and affirming and all the things where it used to feel like work and it was challenging and like now it's just what I do. Just what I do. I I literally went to the grocery store the other day and was doing my shopping. I was just minding my business and was, in a decent mood. And then I like walked by the front and was like, oh shit, there's a line. Fuck. I'm like, I don't want to wait in line. And then I caught myself and I'm like, you know who you are and you know how this works. Well, what is this? And I just decided, okay, well, I got to go get a couple more things and there won't be a line when I get to the front. And so I went and finished my shopping and guess what? As I walked up to the front, everyone was magically gone. And I didn't have to wait at the grocery store. And I'm like, my life is so wonderful and magical. I just love it. Manifesting is fun. I know when you first find it and you're like, wanting to change major things and you're like not understanding how it works and you're trying to get it to work. I know it's not fun, but man. Oh, Moons has a success story. Share. I want to share. I want to hear it. If anybody else has success stories or comments or questions, come hang out with us. But yeah, I get where manifestation is like stressful and hard, but the more that you do it and the more you get it to work and the more you understand it and the more it just becomes your lifestyle, the more like you just step into being such a different person and it's just what you do. I manifested seeing an old friend of mine that I haven't seen in over 4 years. That's so fun. That is so fun. That's so absolutely fun. Manifested seeing an old friend after 4 years. See? SP, no contact. SP doesn't just mean romantic relationships, love relationships. People are people. SP is anybody. Got her number. We are going to have a catch up. That's so fun. That's so fun. I've had that happen before too, and that was before I really understood what I was doing, but it was like somebody I thought I would never probably run into or catch up with again just like showed up in my world, and it's like, all right. Love it. You guys have any questions or topics you want to talk on tonight? I was already talking a little bit before. This is my second live today. I went live because I didn't film videos. Well, I filmed videos for this week, and then I decided they weren't the videos I wanted to post. So, you know, we can manifest seeing who we want. Yeah, I agree. We can manifest whatever we want. We can manifest whatever we want. We are limitless. If you can think about having it in your imagination, it is possible. And I know when you come from that really logical place, that's hard to accept and it's hard to fathom, but it is true. It is true. I feel like where a lot of people get caught up is the imagination part, because I will tell you, I was very disconnected from my imagination, but it's fun once you reconnect with it. So, you know, I realized that imagination is another word for the mind. Yeah, I've really realized that it's kind of another word for thinking in a way. Like it's all happening in here, it's all the same thing. Oh, it's all the same thing. How you experience your internal world. The meanings you put to things. Oh, and I recently started affirming the mind is the real reality. Ooh, nice. Nice. Yeah, that's actually a really good one. Reminding yourself what you are telling yourself is the real reality. What you are telling yourself is true is true. I know that when things are the opposite in front of your face, that is, you know, can be challenging, but it's true. Someone asked me on a video recently, they were like, "Do you believe your affirmations when you start saying them?" And it's like, no, absolutely not. I decide how I want things to be, and then I just tell myself that that's how they are. And yes, the thoughts of, well, that's not how it is, and that's not true, and that could never be true, they come up, but I just decide and choose that they don't matter. And it takes practice. It took a lot of practice for me to feel comfortable in that. But you can, trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Anybody got any questions about manifesting? Any topics they want me to talk about tonight? I am going to go live tomorrow morning at 11 my time. I use revision if I waver. Yeah. If I waver and then it like stresses me out, that's when I'll revise it. That never happened. I've really just I pretty much go with the it doesn't matter. I'm still going to get my shit anyway. It doesn't matter. Opinion on revision. I'm going to be honest, and while I have used some like added always into affirmations and stuff like that, I did a video talking about one thing that happened as a kid that I kind of revised. I don't use revision a whole lot though. I find it easier to just be like, okay, I'm just going to think of things the way I want them to be from now moving forward, because my brain will forget about revision and I'll forget that I'm revising things. So there's something I'm kind of revising now. It's kind of like a mix between revising and just deciding that I'm going to get what I want. But if revision works good for you, go for it. I am a big fan of you doing you. If it's easier for you to revise it, revise it. If it's easier for you to just tell yourself you're going to get what you want regardless of what's happening, then do it that way. If you like looking at the 3D and being like it's just an old manifestation, then look at it that way. If you want to look at it as the unfolding of what you're getting, what you want, look at it that way. You are the creator. You are God. You're the one putting meaning to all of it. You are the one deciding how it all works. So do what is best for you. Interesting. Yeah, my brain is all over the fucking place, so I just let it what has helped me the most is accepting that I have always been manifesting, so that means that the way that my brain naturally works manifests just fine. Now the key is to get it to focus on what I want it to be focusing on and not on whatever just comes up or my fears and doubts and all that crap. And whether it's in revision terms or just deciding or whatever, putting the focus on what I want. And it's been working. It has been working for me. Anybody else have any manifestation questions, topics they want to talk about tonight? I know people want like the answer because that's what we're used to being taught, is like there's one right answer and whatever. But honestly, I truly feel like the more that you customize this to you, the better results you are going to have. It's a journey of self-discovery. The more you are willing to learn about you, the better results you're going to get. Because I did the trying to be perfect in what everyone else was saying you should be doing, and that it's not that it didn't necessarily work, it just wasn't the most comfortable for me. And when I started to experiment for myself, that was when things started to click a lot more. and it just started getting easier. But if you know anything about my journey, where I really started to get the momentum of understanding was with robotic affirmations. Specifically the one that because I was like, I need to change my everything in my life. So I started affirming, isn't it wonderful? Everything's perfect. Going super general. Anybody else have topics they want to talk about? Yes, robotic affirming is amazing for changing the brain completely. Yeah, that was me. I've talked about that before. It's so interesting when those changes of mindset, what I was talking about earlier, where the person I was in 2019 compared to now, not that a lot hadn't changed before like I found robotic affirming, but since I found robotic affirming, yeah, that's where I feel like I found the answer for, like I found the answer I was looking for. And robotic affirming helped me to put all the pieces together. Anybody else have topics they want to talk about tonight? I did not come prepared with stuff to talk about, so I will talk about what you guys want to talk about. I kind of just decided this morning that I want to go live tonight. After I just decided this morning that I'm going to go live this morning. What is your opinion on manifesting skills? Can I talk about revision? I already talked about revision, but I can talk about revision again. Give me just a minute. So, manifesting skills. Why not? It's no different than anything else. I mean, I manifested my knowledge and skill in manifesting by deciding that manifesting is real, deciding that it works, deciding I'm really good at it, deciding I understand it. So if you want to like play the guitar, just tell yourself, I am really good at playing the guitar. It's so easy for me. Or I just saw paper and went to calligraphy. I am so good at calligraphy. It's just so pretty. My handwriting's so beautiful. It's a sign for me to play the guitar. That's funny. But yeah, it's no different. Everything is just it's to me it's mindset. So many people have been mentioning this. That's funny. That is funny. All right. So, can I talk about revision? I can definitely talk about revision. Like I was saying earlier, I haven't done a lot of revision just because my brain is very all over the place and I forget that I'm revising shit. So, if revision is something that you want to do, if you like the idea of looking at past events as either they didn't happen or that they happened differently, everything is your imagination. Everything that you are thinking about in the present moment is true to you. So if you want to think about the past differently, do that and do it how it feels good to you. I have heard so many different ways that people revise, whether it's like Neville's way, where it's like relive the incident and then like think of it the way you wish it would have happened. Adding that it's always been this way into your affirmations, things like that. Is there something more specific that you want me to talk about? Revision? Like, I'll be honest, I got some news that I wasn't thrilled with, and I'm like, I'm gonna revise it. And I've just found myself thinking of it as no, they're just like things are gonna work out and it's gonna be fine. Like, not really doing it the way that other people teach it. Again, that goes back to doing what works best for you. What is manifesting is the way that you are choosing to view things. So, and it's not, a lot of people have been asking me about the thoughts that just come in your head. And it's like those thoughts are, your brain naturally thinks. So the thoughts are going to come. And those thoughts don't matter unless you keep focusing on them. So as long as you can catch those thoughts and shift them to whatever you want using whatever kind of technique you want, if you want to revise it, revise it. If you want to just say that things are going to work out, then like you're still focusing on what you want. I don't feel like, in my experience, you're not walking on a fucking tightrope. Like, you have some wiggle room. Yes, only the thoughts you identify with are your reality. Yeah, exactly. If you have, just because you have a thought doesn't mean anything. To me, it's just like, okay, I had that thought, now I have a choice. Am I going to keep going down that rabbit hole, or I'm going to create a different one? Am I going to follow that breadcrumb or pick a different one? And I know that sometimes that's easier said than done, but the more I practice and the more I do it, the easier it has gotten. And it is, again, the repetition or the returning to that thought, that idea, that reality, that is what manifests. That's exactly what you said, just in other words off loud. Yeah. No, I'm like, I think that was more concisely put than how I put it, just me sitting here rambling. But that's okay. I'll sit here and ramble. Thank you. I like what you said. I don't think about the past, just think about things the way I want them to happen. I got control of my thoughts now, so I just tell myself what is best for me. Yeah, exactly. It's I know that, and I'm talking from experience with this. There are so many things that people are throwing at you. There's revision, there's doing it this way, there's doing this, and like I thought that I had to do like all of it at one point when I first, it's like, okay, well, I need to revise and I need to do this and I need to, not understanding that it's literally your focus. It is your mindset. It is where you are consistently putting your attention. And however that works best for you, go with it. I use revision for moments I feel like I embarrass myself. Yeah. Yeah. It's good for mental health. Yeah. That's definitely the way I would do that, is just be like, you know, I I would go with the no one has free will in my reality approach and just be like, they thought that was absolutely adorable. I don't know what you mean I embarrassed myself. But that never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes. Oh my God. See, but those are two different approaches. They're still getting you what you want, right? If you embarrass yourself, you just don't want to seem like a doofus. So revise it or just be like, well, everyone just loved me. Sonia, your videos are amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Any other topics you guys want to talk about tonight? I think one of the best statements to really take to heart is take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If revision is like, that is my thing, I love that, it's easy for me, then that's your thing and go with it. If it's not, that's okay too. I love the part where you said in a video, people are only thinking what you think they are thinking. And that helped a lot. Yeah. They are thinking what you're thinking. So if you embarrass yourself, you're the one who's thinking that you embarrassed yourself, when you could decide that what they think is that was like, that's the reason that they love me so much. That is true. Yes. I got lost for a long time listening to a lot of people. I now just take what I need and think is best for me. I really like your story because that was me getting confused with everybody. Everybody saying something different. Oh, I'm gonna pronounce your name wrong. Is it Lizeth? But yeah, that abso-fucking-lutely. I was looking for the right answer, and until I did the right answer for me, I was running around in circles. I have seen it with experience. I believed everyone is you pushed out was bullshit. Was bullcrap. Yeah, I did too, but then when you really start to realize that the experience that you are having is what you are telling yourself you are having. You are telling yourself that you embarrassed yourself. You are telling yourself that this person thinks this about you. And if you can think that way about it, you can think whatever the fuck you want to about anything. At first, it doesn't seem, my big thing when I first started doing it is it felt wrong. It's like, I can't think that. I can't just tell myself that. It's not true. And it's like, says who it's not true? Says me it's not true. And if I'm the one who's deciding it's not true, then I can decide, you know what, it is true. But it takes practice. And then when you practice it and it actually works and you see the things shift outside of you, you're like, holy crap. I tell myself I'm a bad bee in the mirror every morning. Nice. I love that. Man, and when you that just like brought me back to when I first started robotically affirming. It was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. My friend told me my exact affirmation today. I love when that happens. I love when that happens. And you guys will have to tell me if you've had this experience. When I first found affirming and was playing with it, when things would actually happen, especially involving other people, it kind of freaked me out. I was like, wait, I was thinking that, and then it happened. Like, I remember affirming, I'm like, I want somebody to tell me I have pretty eyes. And just like doing it a little bit, and then some random person told me that, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, that can't, like, that can't actually, that couldn't have actually worked. But like knowing that it did, but kind of freaking me out. That happened to me so many times, yeah. And I feel like that's why it's hard for people to believe that it's that easy. Like, and that you are that powerful. People are thinking what you think they are thinking. People are doing what you think they are doing. If you change your perception of them within yourself, they will change. What you tell yourself in secret, people will reflect. And they see you that way. Yep, I spent my entire life being worried about what other people were thinking about me and like, what if this and what if that, and not realizing I had control of all of it and could tell myself whatever I want. The only person to change is yourself. Yep. And I know when you first get into this, like, it doesn't seem, it's like, yeah, but everyone else is the problem. This person did this and this happened over here and that. None of it matters. None of it matters. Change you. Change the way that you're looking at it. In the beginning, I wanted to vomit calling myself a bad bee. Oh, moons. Oh man, yeah. I that like all the self-concept stuff, all the self-concept stuff. Appearance stuff, like, oh yeah. It was it was so uncomfortable. But the more kind you are to yourself, the more natural it becomes. Yes. Oh, I was so mean to myself. So mean to myself. I was the worst bully you could ever imagine to myself. And then when I started being like nice to myself and giving myself compliments and changing and working on my self concept, it was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. I'm like, I can't say that. Like, what gives me the right to say that? Other people wouldn't say that about me. Like, shit like that. It's like, no. And the feeling comes with it naturally in its own time. Yeah. But it's the repetition. Just like you repeatedly look at yourself and tell yourself, oh my God, you're so ugly and this and that, and I hate this about myself and that about myself and all that shit. Now it's just what I do. And it becomes natural and it feels like now I'm like, why the fuck was I ever saying that stuff to myself? Why? Why? I never felt good. But I was like, in a weird way, addicted to the not feel good because it was what I was used to. And it literally never really occurred to me to just think something different. I thought I had to change the outside in order to have that, oh, well, now I can tell myself, like, once I lose this much weight, then I can tell that to myself. I can't be that now. Just as, you know. Luckily, feelings don't manifest, right? Right? That was the biggest problem I had when I was trying to figure out how this shit worked, was trying to figure out how to get those feelings to manifest. Once I realized it was my thoughts, it became a lot fucking easier. A lot easier. Just thoughts. Yep. Point of view. Not to say that the feelings don't I don't want to say make it harder in the beginning, but the feelings are definitely very strong in the beginning and they are very easy to get swept up in. Life is great this way. I agree. I agree. I like getting what I want. I like being relaxed and calm and happy and getting what I want. It's so fun. It is so much fun. You have to discipline yourself in the beginning. That, yeah. You have to discipline yourself and you have to, just like anything, you fall off the horse and you get back on. You don't do it perfectly or whatever, you get back up. You don't, if you were an athlete or a musician or whatever, like you don't stop. You know, oh, I played the wrong chord on the guitar. I should just give up. No. No, I missed that goal in whatever sport, I should just give up. Nobody who has ever been successful at anything had that mentality. Because it does not work. You got to keep going. And I think when people understand that feeling doesn't manifest, it gets easier to persist. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I now, because I spent so many years thinking it was my feelings, it was like breaking a habit. To me, changing your mindset is basically breaking a habit. You are in a habit of thinking this way and you have to break it. And how do you break it? By persisting in something different. And if you catch yourself thinking the old shit, don't beat yourself up or get upset or whatever. Just bring yourself back, okay? Bring yourself back. It's not, you do not have to beat yourself up and make yourself wrong. That goes back to being nice to yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself about shit. Because trust me, you can think against things. The problem is when you are going like days at a time thinking about shit that you don't want to be true. Imagine if you get sad, you lose your car, house. That would be crazy. Law of attraction vibes. Yeah, that would be bad. That would be bad. The thing I never understood about the shit where it's like your feelings manifest, it's like, I really don't understand how in the fuck, when I don't feel good, how am I supposed to make myself feel happy? Like, what? The other thing is when I found Law of Assumption, it took me a minute to grasp and understand that I could be very detailed in what I want and actually get it. Let's go to the moon to manifest. That's how it felt. Oh my God. It's like, let's make this the most complicated thing we could ever do. And the whole this or something better fucked me up so bad. Oh my God. I had the hardest time being clear about what I wanted. And then it was, well, you'll either get that or something better. And I was fucking terrified that, like, what the fuck would that be? And then I spent my whole time just assuming that what I had was the best I could have because that's what the universe gave me. Yeah, no, not anymore. Full of lies. Yeah, it is. Blink. Yeah, it's so many lies, so much misinformation, so many limits, making people so limited. I've talked about my law of attraction coach, but it was, we are going to script 5 years out, and anything that comes up, just feel your feeling, just feel happy and let it the fuck go because you set your intention. And you wonder why I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. It like, finding law of assumption, it made so much more sense. You look like a YouTuber named Steak. I don't know who that is. They are there to make money. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And maybe what they do makes sense to them. I don't know. That is not my, I'm not going to sit there and try to figure out if what they teach actually works for them. sitting in weird positions for too long. I need to move. Ow. I'm just happy that I found the answer and now I understand what the fuck I'm doing. That's why I wanted to get on YouTube. I wanted to share. I wanted to get on YouTube knowing that this is what I wanted to talk about, but if you go watch my like first YouTube video, I'm very just like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here, but I'm just going to start because I've wanted to get on YouTube forever, so I'm just going to run with it and see what happens. Another 6 story this month of October brought me. Ooh, another one? I can lucid dream now. That's fucking awesome. Nice. I've dabbled in lucid dreaming a little bit. I know I've had lucid dreams because we've all had lucid dreams, but it was it was actually learning about lucid dreams that kind of helped me understand manifesting. Because forever I told myself that I don't remember my dreams. I don't have dreams. Like that was my and I that was what I was experiencing. I barely ever remembered my dreams. And they're like, start telling yourself that you always remember your dreams. And then I started remembering my dreams and I was like, holy shit, that happened so fast, that changed so fast, and I'm not sitting here like freaking out about my dreams. It just I changed my thought from I never remember my dreams to I remember my dreams, and it fucking worked. And that's where right there is a great example of when you are affirming that you understand manifesting and that it fucking works for you, the experiences that you need to have to understand it will fucking show up. So in total, 4 success stories this month. Intending the month of November brings me much more. Hell yes. November is going to be the best month ever, Moons. And December will be even better than that because life just gets better and better and better and better over here. Better and better and better. Something that old me would have never ever believed was possible. I decide that November will be great for both of us. Absolutely. I agree. Anybody else have some topics that they want to bring up? Probably hang out for about 10 more minutes and then I'm going to get off of here cuz Jax is getting pissy. He's like, "Mom, like stop with this." He's picky. Huh. You like what you like and this is not it, huh? Yeah, I know. And everyone here in this live, laugh out loud. Yes. November 2023 is going to be the best month ever. Ever, ever, ever. And December will be even better, and 2024 is going to be the best year yet. I'm still processing that October is like done. I can't wait to share the success stories. Absolutely. You manifesting your SP and all your money. And that was just at the beginning of November, Moons. Want to manifest a cute guy I saw in public? Nice. Hell yeah. That's already done. You already decided it's done. It's done. It is done. Cute guy manifested. And what's fun is it really can be basically that easy. I will share when he arrives in 3D. Oh yes, I'm excited. I'm excited. I know it's not going to take long, and you're going to have some crazy story like, oh my God, guess what happened? Because that's how this works. You decide it's going to work, and it works. And the more you can just, I hate saying let go, but it is. It's letting go of the old bullshit in your head and just allowing yourself to be happy now where you're going to get the most success. So going, well, I miss some stuff. I am young and bored, so going to live it up. There you go. Live it up. Get what you want. Why not? There's no reason to be bored. Make things exciting. And I can already see the comment of, guess what I manifested, Sonia? That cute guy, totally manifested him. Sonia, you better manifest fun stuff too. I'm manifesting fun stuff too. It's so interesting. I've spoken on that. I'm like, I don't know that I've ever been in the Sabbath, Neville Sabbath. But like I feel like I'm there now. like I'm like everything's taken care of. I just have to, just be happy. So I'm excited to see what is happening in the month of November. Cuz there's no more work to do in my mind. I don't know what topic it will be about. Oh, wait a minute. I'm missing comments again. I plan on wanting to write a book in the future. I don't know what topic it will be about, but it's in my plans in the next 5 years. Ooh. Well, you're going to have to keep me updated on that cuz I want to read it. Is it going to be like fiction or are you reading like nonfiction? What give me more details, Moons. I need to know. Fiction. Awesome. Nice. I love it. Anybody have any last minute manifestation questions for tonight? I am going to go live tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time if you want to come hang out. I don't know what the topic will be about, but it's in my plans the next 5 years. Fiction, of course. Been writing since I'm 14. Nice. Have you ever published anything? Or do you just like write for yourself? Nope. Nice. So Moons wrote a book, everybody, and it's amazing. It's just a bunch of nonsense I wrote. Hey, that's okay. That is okay. Oh. All right, guys, last call for questions because I need to stand up. But we live and learn. Yes, You do. See, you practice writing all the time. You're so good at it. Everyone loves your writing, Moons. Everyone. Everyone. You tell the best stories. No one can get enough of you. I literally have some I got on TikTok for a minute. I'm planning on starting to get back on TikTok and making videos, and I saw this guy who posted, he's like, I was looking on YouTube for people who had like no views on their YouTube videos. He's like, I found this grandpa who's like walking around with a cane telling fairy tales. And I'm like, this is so fucking awesome. You can just tell stories and do whatever you want. Now I know law of assumption, it will be different. Going to affirm I'm good at writing and the ideas will come to me. Oh, uh, my dear, maybe lucid dream that one? Just saying. Just saying. Oh, you're welcome. I know I'm a genius. I'm a genius. You can literally have whatever you want. The only reason you don't have the ideas for a book is because you tell yourself you don't. Change it, change that story, change those thoughts, and the ideas will come to you. Anything you tell yourself is true. Yep, exactly. Exactly. The thing that catches you up is you are so close to it that you don't even realize that you're telling yourself that you don't have the idea for the book. And that's what's keeping you from having the idea. Until either someone points it out to you or you catch it yourself. Same way we manifest not knowing what to do. Yeah. Or what we want. That was me. I was the queen of that shit. There is no default version of us. Nope. Only the version that we keep returning to. That's it. That is it. Yes, 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 yes. If you don't like the version of you that you are, change the story, change the thoughts, change the perspective, however you want to look at it. But start telling yourself that you are who you want to be and you do what you want to do. Just like when I started on YouTube, I literally decided I want to be a YouTuber, started affirming I'm a YouTuber, and started my YouTube channel. That was how I did it. After years of being like, should I get on YouTube? Maybe I want to get on YouTube. I'd kind of like to be on YouTube, but like deep down wanting to be on YouTube, you know? Before the law of assumption, I had social anxiety. Oh, me too. Me too. I would say mine was more of like a borderline social phobia, but yeah. As you can tell, that's a lot different now. Which goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Everyone loves me, and everyone thinks I'm lovable and adorable. Took me 3 months to fully experience not having anxiety in my 3D. Oh, I'll be honest, I'm still working on my anxiety at times. Like it came up with Jax, like my knee-jerk reaction was anxiety, but understanding that I don't have to choose that is huge. And every day it gets better and better and better. Sonia, it was so bad. I understand. My default existence was anxiety. I didn't want to leave my house at one point. Oh, I hear you. Like I went to work and that was like it. now it's gone, thank God. Isn't it crazy that it's like how powerful we are that we can get rid of that shit just by changing our mindset? All the work I did and all the things I tried to do to help my anxiety. I mean, yes, there were things, but like it came down to changing the thought processes and literally telling myself I don't have to be anxious. We brought that anxiety in the first place, not blaming ourselves. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and like for me, my anxiety came from my family. Like that was where I got that shit from. And I don't even blame them. It's like this is like some generational shit. It's just it was what it was and I picked it up and that's how I lived my life. Like I honestly believed that being worried and anxious was how you show love for other people. If you were like, oh, things are going to work out, like that was like not showing them love. Like you need to be worried and hope that they're going to be okay. Like that's how it worked. I was very fucking wrong. Very fucking wrong. We did that by feeding into it. Yeah. Exactly. And like I said, I got that stuff from my family, so that started as a child. And I just kept feeding it. And until I chose something different, yeah, at least you're doing better now. Yes. Absolutely. Once you know better, you can do better. And that's where I feel like so many people beat themselves up so much in this community is it's like really being able to just accept where you are and realize you can get where you want to go is huge. I came from loving parents, but my brain just made up stuff. Laugh out loud. Oh, my parents were loving too. It just, that was my interpretation of what was happening. I don't even necessarily know for sure that's like exactly what was happening. It's just that was my interpretation of it. My brain starts making stuff up. Mine too. Mine too. And it would always go worst case fucking scenario. Always. And now I know that I don't have to do that and I don't have to stew in that and I don't have to spiral in that. Sorry for not making sense. I'm typing too fast. Am I not understanding what you're trying to say? I thought I understood. Oh. All right, guys, you got any last topics? And I am going to hop off of here. I will be on here. No, you are? Okay. I'm like, I think I get you. I don't know what you're talking about. You're typing too fast. Any last topics? And I'm going to get off of here for tonight. I will be on here for tomorrow. For Halloween. Hanging out. There are mistakes in my sentences. I get what you're talking about. It doesn't matter. I am not the grammar police. Don't worry about it. Now, if I do misunderstand what you say, just retype it. It's fine. I'm going to my friend's place with a bottle of wine. Nice. Nice. That's why I figure I'll go live in the morning. Because I don't know if anybody's really going to come hang out tomorrow night. So. Alright, guys. If there are no other topics, I am going to hop off of here for tonight. It has been fun. Moons, you are so fun. I love hanging out with you. Everyone else, thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow if you want to hop on then. Otherwise, I will see you in my videos. I will be there. Sonia, go live whenever you want. That's my plan. I'm just going to go live when I want to and, you know, just enjoy myself. Tired of the fucking rules. Bye, Moons. Bye, everybody else. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light.